doon, mas madali bang makontrol yung gambling through electronic platform, Your Honor. Kaya ganun din Your Honor. Kasi pati yung drugs na rin kasi nga through electronic means na rin eh.
Data rin dito na pag may nahuli kami sa gambling, meron din siyang kasamang yung sa firearms, Your Honor.
Ayun, yun ang gusto natin malaman. Ilan yun?
Siguro what we can do, if we can ask the PSO to set aside a certain fund, no, to help in the operations of illegal gambling sa PNP and for NBI also kasi nag-ooperate din sila eh. So as what General Lucas said a while ago, nahihirapan sila to sustain, no? Dahil nga because of lack of funds, lalo na kung yung mga LGU hindi very supportive yung mga LCE. Then therefore, if the problem is coming from the activities of the PCSO, it is also right and it is also their duty to fund this law enforcement agencies. Dapat tumulong din kayo kasi kayo hinuhuli namin yung mga acts na nanggagaling sa stemming out from your activity. I think with regards to mga isabong, yung mga electronic na mga sugal, maybe we can also ask electronic platforms, social media platforms like Facebook and YouTube to stop showing this, at least sa Pilipinas. And also, Mr. Chair, lastly, ikaapat, siguro if we can invite yung mga electronic cash transfers, no? Like GCash, PayMaya, Alipay, kasi yun yung form ng pagsusugal ngayon eh. If we can invite them and also to investigate yung mga sugal na nangyayari doon na dumadaan doon sa payout system nila.
Tinatawag na parang lotto e-system nila na kung saan they have presented yung pagkokolekta, hindi na yung traditional na meron kang lastillas na tinatawag. Kasi doon tayo nadadaya sa lastillas eh. Samantalang kung electronic yon, pag tumaya sila, directly alam mo na kung saan pupunta yung pera. At I don't know what happened to that. Malamang hinarang din. Kasi kung gagamit na tayo ng electronic system sa betting, di ba? Napakaganda. Kasi naging contention nun, yung atin daw mga kubrador, hindi techie. Nako, ngayon, panahon to, lahat na ata techie na. Di ba? Even yung mga young ones, no? Kapag pinahawak mo ng cellphone, mas marunong pa kaysa sa atin. And siguro, this is the right time to eradicate that illegal activity that is happening on the illegal numbers games. Ito ang pagkakataon para ngayon malinis natin. Una, yung GMRR nyo. Pangalawa, yung issuance ng business permit. Pangalawa, gawin natin with online betting sa mga station. And prevent nyo na. Yung mga nakikita nating mga betting station na pinakita ko, nakakasira ng bayan. Yung mga gano'n na nakikita mo na para siyang mga kabuti na nasa kalye. Di ba? Kasi may nabasa ako dito sa Rule 9287 na kung saan ang NAPALCOM is yung mga rewards and incentives for law enforcement officers. I just wanted to find out kasi sila yung binigyan ng kapangyarihan to promulgate a separate system of rewards and incentives for members of the PNP who shall be instrumental in the apprehension and conviction of any malefactor engaged in legal numbers games operation. So what do we do on this BC Bernardo? Ano ba yung mga programa or initiation nyo with regards to this provision of Section 15 of Rule 4 of Republic Act 9287?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ito po yung isang reward system sa kanilang promotion tsaka retention. Kasi nga performance-based tenure po yung assignment ng mga pulis. Kaya kung sa tingin nila it's unfairly being ousted sa kanilang pwesto, yung NAPOLCOM naman will defend na hindi naman sila ma-reshuffle. So balit kung talamak naman yung sugal doon, kasama kami yung mga local elective official na magpapaalis sa kanila. Kasi nga, pwede naman din i-recommenda kasi ng mga LGU. Kaya titiyakin po namin na Your Honor na magkaroon din ng patas na evaluation sa mga locality. Gaya po sa drugs kasi nga, ang evaluation namin ay yung barangay affectation area na validated naman ng PDEA. Kaya basis din namin sa retention. At dito naman sa sugal, siguro we will try to discuss with PCSO, tsaka PAGCOR, tsaka DICT, tsaka CICC. Would it be feasible to encourage na through electronic system lahat na yung mga authorized gaming system para mas madali ba itong ma-monitor. Kaya kasi nga yung kaya ng sabi ni Congressman Acop kanina, yung isabong ba meron ng 4A. Although maraming tumataya doon, pero ginagawa yung isabong sa elsewhere, yung base. Kaya yung ganito sana, gusto rin namin sanang marinig yung CICC tsaka yung DICT. Kung imumungkahin natin na ma-migrate doon, mas madali bang makontrol yung gambling through electronic platform, Your Honor. Kaya ganun din, Your Honor. Kasi pati yung drugs na rin kasi nga through electronic means na rin doon din bumibili ng drugs, tapos sa Lalamove, Grab, doon na rin dinideliver yung drugs. Kaya,
Saan? Doon sa mga kubrador?
ganun Your Honor Kaya talagang nagsiship yung modalities Kaya we would like to hear naman doon sa...
Kaya nga, maganda yung sinasabi ni yung sinasabi ni BC Bernardo. I heard about this, no? Na kung saan yung mga kubrador, yun ang natataniman ng mga droga, like that? Or sila na mismo yung nagbebenta ng droga?
Ang nabanggit ko kanina, Your Honor, kasi nga yung drugs din kasi nga, nag-electronic mode of transaction na rin. Kaya dito rin sa gambling, meron ding electronic mode of transaction. Pero yung nabanggit nyo, Your Honor, na meron kasing danger na yung gambling lord tsaka yung drug lord magsama Yun ang mahigpit namin binabantayan. Kasi nga, kung ang sa distribution line nandoon yung mga kubrador, sila yung naka-embed doon sa ground. Kaya magandang network ito. Kaya sana mapag-usapan natin na hindi magkaroon ng ugnayan itong dalawa, mapanatili natin na magkahiwalay. Pero the tendency would be, with the forthcoming election, nag-aalala rin kami kung paano ito mababantayan, Your Honor.
Siguro, RD, submit to us, kasi yung mga illegal, other form of illegal gambling dito, ika-classify nyo, ikategorize nyo, para makita natin kung nag-file lang ba sila sa illegal gambling or may kaakibat silang nag-file din sa illegal drugs.
Your Honor, meron po kaming data rito na may mga nahuli kami sa illegal gambling, may kasamang drugs po yun, at meron po kaming data rin dito na pag may nahuli kami sa gambling, meron po siyang kasamang yung sa firearms, Your Honor.
O yun ang gusto natin malaman, ilan yun sa bawat provinces, para makulate natin kung, at least ma-differentiate natin kung gaano ba ka-proliferate siya na kapag hinuli mo na sa illegal gambling, automatic kasama na rin ba sa illegal drugs? Parang at least malaman natin, ilan yung sa operation nyo doon sa illegal gambling, tapos ilan yung sa illegal drugs, Kasi parang kung titignan mo, kung madali Kasi kapag yung yung illegal gambling nahuli mo on site, so wala ka ng search warrant doon, so pwede naman na siyang taniman din, di ba? Maaari yun, di ba? Para lang to increase the quota, di ba? Is that correct to assume, RD?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sige. Okay. So, bigay mo na lang sa akin, Tapos sabi to us yung complete data, yung detalye. At tapos sa DICT, na-imbita natin ng DICT, DICT, andyan ba ang DICT? Okay. Can you kindly tell us, kung halimbawa, gagawin na nating i-loto. Anong tawag doon? Yung system na, kasi before, we were able to tackle that na kung saan yung mga kubrador, ang hawak na nila yung yung e-system, yung mga magtataya, nandito na. Para direct na, hindi mo na madadaya yung hindi mo na matadaya yung gobyerno. Pag tumaya ka ng 10 piso, yung hatian, diretso na doon sa system. Can you kindly tell us kung kaya ng DICT? Since our government, I think, kayang-kaya yan. Napakasimple na system na yan. So magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na convergence agreement between the PCSO and the DICT in order for us to collect the right amount of money that the government should receive. And those people under it, kung halimbawa merong share ang governor, may share ang mayor, may share ang PNP, automatic na yung sharing ng tinaya ng tao na pupunta na sa kanya-kanyang mga beneficiary.
For my voice, Your Honor. We recognize na continuous nag-evolve po yung technology. And in fact po, sir, madami ng interoperability activities ng DICT. And we do enter into MOAs or MOUs with other government agencies. So I think it's possible, sir.
Okay, so in the next hearing, you will be invited again, and then the PCSO, the operation manager ng PCSO, iimbitahan din natin. So para magkaroon kayo ng collusion for the presentation sa amin kung ano yung dapat na system na gamitin. And this time, dapat ang masunod ang DICT saka ang PCSO, di ba? Hey, what's
I am the director for legal service, sir.
for
Sir-
the legal?
Yes, sir.
So what we need is the technical people.
Yes, sir.
Can we invite the technical, legal and the technical
Yes, sir.
personality from the ICT?
Yes,
no?
Your Honor. We will
Okay.
invite our the technical team headed by Yusek David Almiron, sir.
Okay. So before we suspend our hearing, yung mga na-invite po namin that we were not able to recognize, baka you wanted to say something. This is the moment to say something on this committee. Wala na po ba na sino ba bang mga na-invite natin? CICC. Yung games and amusement andito na imbitahan din natin, no? Attorney Regina Malyari, andito po ba siya sa games and amusement?
Here, Your Honor. Good afternoon po.
I am Brigadier General Raul Villanueva, retired. I am the SBP for Security and Monitoring Enforcement. On the part of PAGCOR, since the assumption of our chairman, Chairman Altenco, he has introduced a lot of reforms, especially on enforcement. Kung makikita nyo po yung mga bogo dati, marami yan po yan, 300 plus. In fact, binaba na natin yan hanggang mga 87 na lang sila ngayon. And because our enforcement capability has been strengthened. So, makikita nyo rin po, last year lang alone, we were able to collect $2.5 million sa mga fines lang, sir, ng mga IGL natin, o mga POGO, yung dating POGO na naging IGL. So, we have monitoring 24/7 on mga high-risk areas, and then we have inspections twice a week on less risk areas. So maraming tuloy-tuloy po yung namin enforcement. Pinapalakas po namin yan. And we have new frameworks for yung dating POGO, naging IGL na ngayon, or Internet Gaming Licenses. So,
in other words, parang nagle-level up na ang PAGCOR ngayon, no?
yes, sir.
At
Kaya,
in other words, paano ba sinasabi mo that you are assuming that the PCSO is being left behind?
I'm not saying that, sir.
Chairman, with the indulgence and due respect to PAGCOR, ang House resolution kasi ni Chairman Dan Fernandez is all about illegal gambling. Now, why I mentioned during the interpellation with regards to PAGCOR IRRs, kasi do you confirm that PAGCOR, operators of PAGCOR down below, down the line, is being required for a business permit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, Chairman, PAGCOR confirmed that indeed all operations of PAGCOR down the line, as part of the requirements, is a business permit.
Yes, oo. Actually, I was about to
pero
ask that,
PCSO wala.
Congressman Paduano. Yun din natatanong natin sa PAGCOR sa Asagab. Kasi hawak ko nga rin yung inyong administrative order, saka number 262 para di sa GAB. At dito naman para dito sa PAGCOR. And merong requirements ng business permit as what Congressman Paduano was trying to tell us a while ago. But ang PCSO, doon sa kanila, wala. Kaya talagang magkakaproblema tayo. Kaya nga sinulat ko na dito yung mga requirements na, isa sa mga requirements yan, kailangan yung business permit talaga from the LGU.
Chairman,
para to make it right. Sige, Congressman
Actually,
Paduano.
Chairman, ito. PCSO, Kaya masyadong madaling ma-regulate yung PAGCOR. Alam niyo bakit? Kasi may business permit eh. For example, ang pinaka-latest ngayon, ang pinaka-latest ngayon is you give not a franchise but a permit for an operations doon sa Pula-Puti. Di ba?
Yes, sir. We
Okay.
call it the specialty games, sir.
Yeah, specialty games. But, alam mo bakit madaling ma-regulate? Because all operations now, as far as I know, is all operations of such specialty gaming has a business permit. Kaya hindi pwede, basta-basta lang magpatayo doon ng kung ano-anong mga specialty gaming ng PAGCOR. Madali pa makita ng LGU at saka ng police kung yan ay illegal. Mas doon malalaman kung ang LGU is in connive or collusion with those illegal operators. Kasi magreklamo talaga ang police. Or kung hindi magreklamo, siyempre bubulong-bulong yan. Hindi namin pwede galawin yun kahit walang permit from the business permit kasi bata ni Mayor yun. Sa inyo hindi. Whether bata ni Mayor o hindi bata ni Mayor, pwede mag-operate. Kaya kung gusto talaga natin tulungan yung police, ayusin natin to dapat, again, PCSO dapat, as part of your requirements, dapat may business permits.
Saka yan,
Lahat ng mga betting stations, and that includes Lotto.
Congressman Paduano.
Yes po, nakakarating.
Ask them also to, we will be asking you to submit also yung, what do you call this? Yung contract with this, yung mga number games, no? Yung inyong contract with them, para at least makita namin, babasa namin, what are the requirements that you are asking, sa pag-ooperate nila. Para makita natin, ibalansin natin doon sa ibang ginagawa ng GAB, saka ginagawa ng PAGCOR. Mabangga lang natin. Kasi nag-evolve tayo eh. Naiiwan yan eh. Yang sa number games, no? And we wanted to level up everything.
Natin.
Sige, go ahead.
Pakitanong ko daw doon sa security manager ng PAGCOR kung may MOU na sila with CICC. Kasi
DICT,
according
DICT.
CICC. Sila lang kasi ang government agency na wala daw MOU.
Tama, Congressman Acop. We have invited CICC, si Undersecretary Alexander K. Ramos, represented by Attorney Richard Martin de Leon. Nandito ba?
Chairman.
O yan, nandito ang CICC. So meron ba, ang tanong niya sa PAGCOR, kung meron ng MOU, kayong dalawa?
Thank you. From what I know, wala pang engagement with regard to MOU with PAGCOR.
What is that MOU all about? Sige, can you kindly tell us?
Actually, sir, we have the MCA, the draft memorandum of cooperation agreement, sir. Mutual cooperation agreement, together with other law enforcement agencies, including the ICT. Yung CICC, sir, is under the ICT, sir. So, pinapa-comment na lang namin sa Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission yung MCA, sir, para mapirmahan na po yan. Supposed to be nga ang target namin ngayong first quarter, mapirmahan na yun, sir, ng lahat ng agencies. So, but we're working with the CICC all the time, sir. Last week, sir, andun yung CICC sa amin, and we've been providing CICC with all the necessary documents. Pag may mga reports kami ng mga illegal sites, in fact, we were able to already...
Ano yung structure nun, sir? What is the structure of the CICC under the ICT? They have the investigating power, the apprehension. Meron ba ganun?
Chairman, perhaps I can help
Sige, go ahead.
enlighten. So what we get is our endorsed request letters from PAGCOR or PNP, consisting of lists of sites. So what we do is we verify it kung illegal nga, unauthorized, and then what we do is we ultimately endorse it to NTC and then telcos for their blocking. So that's all that we can do. But again, we're very much open to utilizing our resources to help.
But in relation to what we are talking about, hindi siya applicable because hindi pa online yung ating traditional, di ba? And yun ang kailangan nating baguhin siguro doon sa area yun ng PCSO. Congressman.
Mr. Chair, yun lang naman ang lumabas yung CICC doon sa isang committee hearing din ng Games and Amusement because of e-sabong. Kasi it uses cell sites. So, doon ko nalaman yung trabaho ng CICC dahil doon sa hearing na yon.
But it helps a lot, no? Kasi kapag na-block mo siya, di tigil ang operation nila kung illegal sila.
For a time being.
For a time being.
Again, you hit one on the head, another one will pop up. Ang bilis eh.
Okay.
Alam nga nila yung sino yung mga nagkukan-operate ng isabong eh.
Yeah.
I cannot just tell you simply because it was given to us in an executive session.
All right.
Nagtataka ako, yung mga pulis, hindi nila alam. Oh.
So in other words,
Alam ng CICC in that executive session, kay doon sa boss ng CICC, sinabi niya yung listahan na nandun. So, meron listahan talaga. Sino yung mga nag-ooperate ng isabong. I was just wondering bakit hindi alam ng mga pulis. Dapat alam nila eh.